And then they went over and Benny was teaching them all how to knit and crochet over to expand. So we had some, extra things. A few of the guys just fell asleep amongst the yarn. It was a little too much for their arms to handle. Dungeons and Dragons. So there was a little mini Dungeons and Dragons. It was a little kid library themed Dungeons and Dragons thing. So a few of them learned that. And stuff over in the team department. So a few of the bigger guys wanted to learn how to play that. And then they went over and Benny was teaching them all how to knit and crochet over to expand. So we had some, extra things. A few of the guys just fell asleep amongst the yarn. It was a little too much for their arms to handle and stuff. But they worked because you have to learn something while you're here. Yep, these guys, they were just getting all tangled up. It's hard when, Pineapple doesn't have arms and stuff. But they tried. All right, then they were practicing returning books and checking out books because we had to teach them how the library works. They get to do kind of behind the scenes things. Yeah, we made sure nobody's little fingers and arms got stuck in the return thing. But then they all took turns checking out movies and stuff because you'll see in a little bit what we did with our movies. So yeah, so here was a bit more of checking because everybody has to take turns. So yeah, there's Donut. He was right there in the middle of all the fun. And then they got to go behind the scenes and learn the sorter. And that little sloth guy is so sneaky. He's trying to pull our emergency button and stuff. It was silly. You see him over there? He's trying to pull the emergency button and stuff. But we had to make sure everybody kept their fingers safe from that conveyor belt that goes. That's how the books get returned. See, a few books were getting returned, some bad kitties and stuff. They were practicing putting things through because they have to learn what the library works. And then this was them picking out their movies because we were going to have, you can't have a sleepover without watching some movies. So here, this was a big debate. We had a lot pushing for their things. He's up top there. We had them going for Madagascar. This guy wanted 101 Dalmatians. Nemo, of course, wanted Finding Nemo and stuff. So this was crazy. Yeah, all of these movies. But they all decided on Toy Story. So they got popcorn. We got to all get some popcorn for the little buddies and stuff. And then they got to watch Toy Story because that's like perfect for little buddies. They got to learn about other toys.
Benny's getting a hug in that
right?
picture.
So everybody got in. Some even got in the popcorn bucket. Craziness. Oh, silliness. They are so goofy. All right, but then we had to start calming down. So we did story time. They all bundled up under the blankets.
I see you.
I had to stay here. I got my jammies on, my robe, my slippers, and stuff. I read them some books. So many books we went through. And I just kept reading, and then they lasted longer than I did. It was just like the books we read yesterday. Your little guys just keep going. But this morning we had a good, healthy breakfast in the break room. We had some Cheerios, we had some fruit, we had some good herbal tea in our little cups. Very healthy. We tried to
Benny
eat
was
things.
hungry.
And that's the end. That was our fun. Oh my goodness.
Hello everyone. It's already time for me to make dinner. It's been a rough day. I got a migraine before breakfast, but it was my fault. I forgot to take my medicine last night. I take medicine to prevent strokes, but once I went on it, it actually stopped all the migraines I was having. And I really think that is what it was, because whenever I'd be pregnant, I would have non-stop migraines. Like, it would finish, and an hour later another migraine aura would start. And this one today had a lot of pain. So I tried to sit here some, but that was even hard. So after doing the stuffed animal sleepover pickup, I just laid down. I ate lunch and then laid down, and that seemed to help. I don't hurt as much, so that's good. That's a good thing. All day today, so I'm trying to get this in a way that's not annoying. All day today we've been searching for our summer vacation spots. It's hard. Some backstory: we usually would always go to the Outer Banks, and then in the last, I'd say 8 years, we always went to Duck out of the Outer Banks cities because they're just so dog friendly, so walkable. You just can't beat all the walkability, the fact that the dogs can always be on the beach. You don't have to wait till evening or early morning. It's my happy place. But we always went in May, the first week in May. We roll the dice with the weather, but it wasn't crazy busy. So now we have to start going when it is crazy busy, and that sucks. You know, it's hard to do anything, especially at night, like restaurants and stuff. It's really hard. Dan hated that, and I hated it too, but there's nothing we can do unless we pull the kids out of school, and they no longer are okay with that. They're really cracking down on it this year. So the other thing that was difficult is there was just too many people in the house, and a younger kid with a lot of energy that we weren't prepared for. So it was just so stressful. It was really stressful. And when he was immediately asked after our trip if we were ready to rebook, because we were staying in an Airbnb for the second year in a row and you've got priority, she wanted a decision right away because somebody wanted to switch to our week. And Dan said, go ahead and let them. And so we lost that house. And so here we were. He was looking at other beaches up and down North Carolina. And I mean, we're running into the same problems. Will it be really busy? Or if it's not going to be really busy, it's absolutely not walkable and there's nothing really to go to, and dogs can't be on the beach, and it's not very dog friendly. If the houses allow dogs, they have to be under 30 pounds. And one thing we were seeing is we're used to paying it was like $2,000 to $3,000 for the house back in May. We had to bump it up to like $4,000 to $5,000. Going in June, $4,000 to $5,000 to $6,000, and now this year everything has gone up even more. And the houses we were looking at were $8,000 as the lowest. So the other day when I gave up, I did see the house we just booked, and I was like, that's like $7,000. There's no way, and clicked away. But here it is. That house in Duck was the cheapest option, and it checks all our boxes. We need a pool. We need dog friendly, preferably for 2 medium-sized dogs, medium to large, because our friends like to bring a dog. We prefer to have a hot tub. All the houses we were finding were either a hot tub or a pool, because sometimes it's too cold for the pool and you do the hot tub instead. We like a rec room, or at least a second living space so that people can go up and stay up late, and there can also be chill around the bedrooms. This has a formal living room in the great room area, like kitchen, surrounded by the bedrooms. It has the rec room. I don't know what just happened, but my camera froze and then it stopped recording, so I don't know if you lost a few words. I'm too lazy to go back. But it has, I'll just say the areas. It has a great room on the middle floor surrounded by bedrooms. The basement has a rec room with like pool table, foosball. Garage has ping pong. There's 2 more bedrooms that share a hall bath. All the bedrooms on the main floor are masters. I don't know that you say that. En suites. There's like a twin one, a queen one, and 2 king ones. And then the top floor is like a partial floor with like a loft fence cut out looking down. And it is just like a rec room with random furniture and a big TV and a kitchenette and stuff. So it sounds perfect for what we need. And it's in the most southern neighborhood that we stay in Duck. I don't always love it. What is this? That's what that circle thing is. I'm glad I didn't throw that away. There's like a little circle that I saw on the windowsill. So I need to shove that back up in there and tuck that up. Sorry, I got distracted. I did leave it on the windowsill, so I'll have to find that. Anyway, yeah, it's very far south. We've stayed very north the past 2 years, which I really liked because my favorite coffee shop, which is a coffee shop bookstore, the doggy store, my favorite area to walk around the shops is at the north side. So it was a trek, and the kids were younger with shorter legs. So it was kind of hard to deal with that, and we were deep into the neighborhood, so you couldn't just like start walking up there. You had to walk through the neighborhood for like 5 to 10 minutes. Is this one not how the 5? I thought I had to switch. So this one is just inside the neighborhood, which will help make it work a little bit better. So that's good. And there's no other choice. It is what it is. I'll have to walk the long trek to go to Duck Cottage, but I like to walk. So it's all good. We'll be all good. Yeah, I can't just walk down the street and cross and be at it. It's more of like a 15 to 20 minute walk, but that's fine. Anyway, we're booked, so that's good. Now we can just focus on prepping for spring break because we're going in a month instead of freaking out that we have nowhere to stay. My throat is a little sore, which makes me nervous because Jax has been super sick with a cold. I've only been around him without a mask at dinner times, and he does try to turn to cough, but my throat is a little sore, and I don't know if it's because I missed my medicine. It has not gotten worse, but it has not gotten better, so that's something I'm watching. Love it for me. I did finish this last night. I also stayed up too late waiting for Danny to get home, but it's done. I made it come in a bit so it wraps around. I might add some sort of elastic or a tie if it doesn't stay on there very well, but it seems to be. I love it. And now I want to do a cushion for the chair, so I'll either do it from scratch and draw a paper template or try to get a cheap cushion and cover it, which would be easier. Anyway, it sounds like Danny's starting dinner, which I really appreciate because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get vertical, but I think I'm doing okay. My head's not making me feel like I'm going to puke, so that's good. And yeah, that's my update. This is long, but I won't have to talk to you tonight, so I won't be chatting your ear off. But tomorrow's back to the grind, back to the school routine. It's Monday. I don't have anything to do at the school, as far as I know, until Tuesday. And that'll be my only thing, because somebody else took the Friday. Yeah. All right. Bye for now. Hello. I just got out of the bath a minute ago. This is what my hair looks like when it's wet. My waves. I won't say curls because you will get attacked on YouTube by the curly girls if your hair is only wavy and you say you have curly hair. So I'm just gonna go safe and say this is wavy. Just inhaled my own phlegm. My throat is still sore. It's no worse. It's no better. It doesn't ever feel like this normally. I have the wild card of not taking my medicine for 12 hours, my allergy medicine. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume that I'm fighting off Jax's plague because it's been awful. Like when I was at the library, I even masked up for the stuffed animal thing. There's a lot of singing and chanting and dancing. And I mask up in the car when I drive the kids anywhere. And I mask up at bedtime, but I eat directly across from Jax. So I don't know. I don't feel good though, that's for sure. But I did have a migraine, forget my medicine, stayed inside all day. The house, the heater dries me out, and the allergies from the dog and the dust bother me. So there's a lot of layers to this. We'll see how it goes tomorrow is what I need to just say. But I felt like I was going somewhere else with that and I've lost track. Oh, when I was sitting down to dinner, I had another migraine sparkle, but it was just a dot in a different spot and it didn't continue. I took off my glasses and it went away. So there's definitely still stuff going on. Hopefully I'm able to sleep because I've been sleeping so terribly. I don't know why, just been sleeping really bad. Anyway, before dinner, I was laying down and that seemed to help take the pain away, so I was trying to make myself work on donation squares. This stuff is really icky to do granny scares with. It's just so catchy and nubbly, not smooth and not fast. But we agreed to try to use our stash of that brand of yarn. So I was trying to make it through one, but I literally made it just a tiny bit around because we were still deep in the house hunting for vacation stage. And we had pulled the trigger and booked, but I was still like searching around. I usually look at real estate listings for the houses to try and see alternate photos. And I saw a couple. The jackpot is when you find a floor plan, which I didn't find, but I think I'm getting a good mental layout of it and it'll work well. It'll be interesting having us all be on the same floor because usually those houses have a top floor with the kitchen, living room, and the biggest primary bedroom, which we take because we pay almost all of the house charge. And then the rest will be on a bedroom level down below, and there'll be one or two off the rec room. They still have one or two off the rec room, but all the bedrooms are on the middle floor, and the top floor is that little lofted rec room. So we've let our friends know, just our core. One of my besties who always has come with us since before kids. I hope we're keeping it small because if we invite the other friends, which I love, it's just too many people, the boys would be sharing again. Sharing twin beds or bunk beds because they would need to take 2 of the 6 bedrooms. And then there would be 2 couples and 1 single adult. So I hope we don't have to, because that'll just, and then the energy level was not what I needed. but I'm just gonna start repeating myself. So I'm gonna say goodnight. It's time for me to go get Sebastian. I just wanted to say goodnight first. I have a lot on my mind because Thursday, Jax told me one of his teachers was in a car accident and is going to be out. And then he was getting surgery. So I almost emailed him because I just recently emailed him when Jax was having some problems with his computer connecting because it's like a robotics class. And Jax is terrible at advocating for himself. So I reached out. I was like, do we need to have tech support look at his computer since it is affecting his grades and he's not the best at advocating for himself yet? Let me know what we should do. And I did tell Jax to reach out to him too, but he was so nice. A lot of the teachers, if I send something like that to them, they're like, well, advocating is something they have to learn, so let's just wait and see what he does. I'm like, we're only a year and a half into this public school thing. It's a process. He's getting better at it. But anyway, one of the assistant principals from the school just emailed saying that he's in intensive care. And oh, that sucks. But on that note, I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm sorry I haven't responded to comments yet. I just have felt really bad with that migraine today. So I'll get you tomorrow. I'll get you. We're family. But good night. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.